We are at episode 4 of my Ninjago season ranking. Welcome to today's video. It is going to be a blast, and I guess now we need to continue doing this series. So let's go ahead and jump right in it. We have made it to probably one of my least favorite seasons of Ninjago ever, Skybound. And I could talk about Skybound for probably days, and you don't scratch that, weeks, and those weeks would become months, and those months would become years, and then those years would become decades, centuries, and so on. Eventually go to like millennial, and that's eventually where it would stop, but we're gonna trim that down into about 8 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But in all seriousness though, I probably couldn't talk about it for that long. I mean, I know you guys were like so worried, like, I know you guys totally believed that I was gonna talk about this for millennia, like you guys, you're probably not that worried. Never mind. Yeah. So let's go ahead and clarify something as we're jumping into this whole conversation, which is going to be a wild ride. So my rough draft for this is very rough. So I'm just going to be making it up as I go. If it sounds really, really, really rough, it's a rough draft. It's called rough, okay? So let me clarify this. Skybound isn't that bad, and it has some amazing concepts. One of my favorite episodes from Ninjago Season 2 is actually one of the filler episodes. While those are way worse than the episodes that come later on in the season, there is an actually really good one that I consider to be the best, which is Ninja versus Pirates, and it explores ninjas versus pirates. While all of those episodes are filler, this just feels like enjoyable, more so than all of the other ones. And filler, if you're gonna have it in anything at all, it has to be enjoyable. It can't just be pointless, and there has to be something to it. While this isn't exactly all of those, it is very, very enjoyable, and it's just one of my favorite ones to just sit down and binge watch. You know, it's a great episode. And I'm pretty sure that's where they got the concept for Skybound, because I don't think they had that idea going in to the rest of Ninjago. I don't think they had Skybound planned. So they're probably like, hey, Ninja versus Pirates, let's turn this into an entire season, and then just build off of it from them, which I love, because that means they're being creative with what they're going to do, which is something that we don't see often for a lot of media. And I mean, Ninjago is really great of not being very repetitive, and this didn't feel repetitive at all. And I mentioned a couple times, and you'll probably hear me say this 1,000-fold in this video series, that I love fresh, new feeling Ninjago seasons, and this is exactly that. So before we talk about the things that I don't like at all about this, which is probably going to take out like the variety of this video, let's go ahead and just talk about a few other things that I do like, other than just the concepts being great, which is probably how we'll do these videos from now on. Of course, these probably will get better as we go, and maybe all of season 4 of Dragon's Rising will be out by the time we're getting close to finishing, so I can include that in the ranking. I don't know, we'll probably be past where I would rank that, so it's going to be hard to include, which is the problem with this series overall. But let's just go ahead, jump right into it. Alright, so one of the things that I do really like, other than just the concept, like I said, is Nadakon as a villain. He's great, he's really cool, like the concept of gens is great, and it was so great they included it in Dragon's Rising, and I hope we see more of, I don't know what his name is, I'm not that much a Ninjago nerd, but the red Jin from Dragon's Rising. I don't want to see Nadakon again. I do want to see Time Twins again. That's a discussion for when we get to Hands of Time, which is not too far from now, but that's a discussion for then, not now. But a lot of people are talking about Nadakon and the Time Twins, saying they should have come back for the Council of the Crystal King, which that is also a thing we're going to be talking about when we get to Crystallized. Yeah, a lot of foreshadow in this video, but I genuinely don't think that Nadakon should return. I feel like they would mess it up. And in Skybound, they did already kind of mess it up. And I feel like if they explored his character more, it would get worse and worse to the point of me just hating him. And what I mean by what they did in Skybound, because you think he's just perfect. His ultimate goal is to marry Nia? What kind of evil plan is that? Now, granted, there's like a whole meaning behind it and all. But the whole concept was just like, I don't know, they want to do a Jay and Nia love season, and then they also want to do like pirate versus ninja season. So like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know. All of the concepts did mush together really well, except for the whole love thing. So I think they could have taken that out as a whole. But we're talking about the good things. So Nauticon is a good thing. Add that to the list because there's going to be very few things. So when people ask you why it's good, if you like the season, you're going to have your notepad out. Now, I know this next one is going to be kind of on the topic of concepts, and I kind of briefly mentioned it. I just said Nauticon's powers, but what I meant by that was wish magic. And let's dive a little further into that. So wish magic is basically where so it's a genie. He can grant wishes, but Nauticon is evil and uses them against you. And you think that all djinns, like Skybound gives you the impression that all djinns would do that, but we see later in Dragons Rising that that's a little debunked per se. But anyways, which is actually something that I've liked about Dragons Rising is they made it wish magic, like not evil, because making it good, now there's so many more opportunities, and a lot of those I really hope are going to be explored in Dragons Rising. Another thing we need to talk about, because we probably won't talk about this in our Dragons Rising discussion video, we need a minifigure for the red djinn. The fact I can't even remember his name probably just tells us we don't, but there you go. Also on this list of really cool things that we need to talk about is, yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and get into the better half of this video, where we absolutely trash on Skybound. It's gonna be a blast. The first thing I want to talk about that I hate is the drama and the love stuff. It's just weird. It's a Lego show at the end of the day, right? What are we doing? Okay, I like it when Ninjago explores more mature themes, but that's not what I mean. I mean like dark stuff, with better fight scenes. I don't know. Sons of Garmadon would be a good example of what I'm talking about. Maybe more so hunted would be a good example. But when Ninjago's like, oh, mature themes, oh, love. No, that's not what I mean. The whole love thing gets so stupid, and it just subtracts from the amazing build-up. It makes it not as great as it could have been. And that's something I should have added to the good thing, but I was going to bring it up later in the bad stuff, so I decided, let's mush it all together. Might as well. Oh, classic me. Anyway, so what I was going to say is the build-up to everything being just wished away, kind of, was so genius. Like, there's little hints that's gonna happen throughout the whole season. Like, great example, Lloyd turning old. I was like, that's stupid. If he's like that for the rest of the series, I'm gonna quit watching Ninjago because I'm stupid. Right? Yeah, if he was like that, it would probably ruin the show anyway. Lloyd is a great character. I don't care what you say. Stop looking at me, Ninja. But what I was saying is that is a great build-up, like a great hint to what's gonna happen, and it felt so like worth it. Like, it was like it, or what it could have been, really, because the love stuff kind of made it less of what it could have been. What it could have been was like Avengers Endgame, except the bad guys are winning, so you have no choice but to just reverse it all in the first place, and should have killed baby Thanos in the first place. Yeah, that's all for your Marvel fans. I'm sorry. I'm starting to realize I should have given more time to talking about the stuff that is like really good, because all I'm really talking about right now is just the love stuff, because when it comes down to it, that's the worst part of this. That's the worst part of Masters of Spinjitzu, the longest era of Ninjago right now. That's the worst part of it, is all of the love and all of the love triangle, especially in Rebooted. It's just such a mess. And Skybound is not a disappointment. I'm joking. It sucks. With that said, let's just give another shout out to the concepts, because all the concepts of Jay being tortured, that whole episode, My Dinner with Nauticon, I think is what it's called. I'm horrible at Ninjago episode names, so don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of great concepts. It's just really cool. And I love seasons where there's a lot of lore introduced. For example, season 4, which is great without the lore anyway. And if you don't know what that is, that's Tournament of Elements. Go watch it right now, or else I'll come hunt you down and kill you. No, I'm not even joking. Run. I thought I had a lot to say about Skybound, but where are we at in time? 8 minutes? I mean, that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's what I wanted the video to be, but it's not as long as the season 11 one, which is the one I just put out before this. Go check out that video and the other 3 if you haven't already, because those are great videos and will catch you up on a lot of stuff that I'm saying in this one. But I thought I had a lot to say about Skybound, and I was wrong. It's just kind of an irritating season is what it comes down to being, with a lot of great concepts, but a concept doesn't make something great. You can't just have a great concept. You have to have a great final product. And that's what it comes down to. So, Skybound, I'm sorry for putting you this low on the list, but this is where it's gonna have to be. So yeah, if you like this one, please like and subscribe to the video. It does so much to help me over here at the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Unless you're already scared of me, because I'm sorry, but I've been trash talking the last 2 seasons of Ninjago. I'm so sorry.